Hello, everyone. How are you preparing your child for the next class level in this new academic session? My name is Fortune Wani, and I am the lead coach at Nurture Nest Academy, a coaching outfit that helps parents in raising happy and responsible children. And today I want to be leading us as we explore the topic of strategies in preparing your child for the next class level. Who is coming with me? Let's go. All right. Now, in preparing your child for the next class level, there is a what to do. There is a what to do as your child enters the next class level. And it is my opinion that when you, as the parent, when you do your own part, then every other thing will fall into place. Like I always tell parents, as I'm a teacher, by the way, I'm an admin, yes, and I've been teaching for close to 3 decades now. So, in my honest observation, parents are the first teacher of the children. You, the parents, you are the first teacher of your child. Yes. Your child learns certain things from the home first before the child comes to school. So, there are things you need to learn, and that is why this class is very important. So, let's look at some strategies. But before then, I want us to look at some facts about preparing your child for the next class level. Yes, these are some things that have been proven and established over years. So we're going to look at 5 facts you should know about preparing your child for the next class level. Number 1, preparation reduces separation anxiety. Now, this is especially so for younger children. Some will be starting school for the first time. Some have been at home for a while now. So, going to school now, that separation is going to cause stress for these children. They wouldn't want to separate from their parents. So, but when you prepare them ahead, doing little stuffs like preparing the school uniform, preparing the books, getting the bags and all those things together with the child, it prepares them ahead so that they will not experience so much. The separation anxiety will be maximally reduced. So that is a fact. Preparation reduces separation anxiety. Number 2, healthy sleep habits boost cognitive functions. Healthy sleep habits. You can testify, dear parents, that when you sleep, you have a good amount of sleep, you function well. The same applies to your child. When they sleep well, they function well. So it helps to boost their cognitive abilities. Another fact about preparation is that parental involvement equals academic success. So you see what I was talking about, you being the first teacher of your child. So parental involvement boosts academic success. So your role in the educational pursuit of your child cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized. All right. Another fact is nutrition directly affects learning abilities. Nutrition directly affects learning abilities. It's important that we train our children to eat healthy. Because it has a way of helping their learning abilities. So nutrition has been linked to improved concentration, memory, and the overall cognitive performance of children. So you want to train your children. Yes, I know that many children are picky, they don't like some certain things, but that is where intentionality comes in. That is where training comes in. You want to train them to be able to like and take what is good for them as much as possible. Number 5, we're going to look at physical activity enhances learning. Physical activity enhances learning. Let them run around, let them do exercises. It helps the brain function, it helps the mood, it helps them to it helps with concentration, it helps with classroom behavior. So you want to look into these 5 facts on school preparation. All right, now so let's go straight to look at what are some of the strategies to really help your child prepare as we get into as they get into the next class level. The strategies are many, but we're just going to be looking at some that I have also used and I want to share with you, and in no particular order. So for me, one of the first things I do before resumption is that I discuss my children's results with them. We look at the results, the previous class result or the previous term's result. We look at it and we analyze it. We look at areas where they're doing well. We look at areas where they're not doing well and where there is need for improvement, and we discuss about it. So you want to use that strategy in helping your child prepare for the next class level. So we're going to be looking at 8 strategies that you can use at your fingertips. So number 2, you want to create a regular study routine. Now, a regular study routine. So one of the things that I've found that is, for children who can read and write already but are not really doing well, I've noticed that the gap is the study habit. Now, these children have not been able to, master or create a study habit that will boost their their cognitive abilities. So that is where you come in as a parent to guide your child, to assist your child in creating a regular study habit, and that will include creating time for reading. That will include practicing exercises after reading. Like in some books there are exercises to do, so practicing those exercises, going back to check what you have written. It could also involve revision of what has been taught already, and you being consistent with these study habits. There is no way your child will practice these study exercises and not improve in the next class level. So dear parents, you want to look into these study habit of your child. Does your child have a study habit? Is he keeping to it? Is he or she being consistent with it? That is where you come in. Because the child may not have the willpower, may not have the discipline to be able to keep to that. So that is where you come in. All right, let's look at another strategy you can use. You want to set achievable academic goals. Achievable. So when we say that, we're talking about goals that can be achieved. So you want to look at together with your child, of course, you want to look at what is the child supposed to achieve in this new class level. And to be able to do that, you can also find out from the teacher or from the school. Okay, my child is going to basic 5, my child is going to basic 1 or kindergarten. You want to find out what are we supposed to do this class level, so that you now set goals in that. It could be small goals, as simple as ability to write A to F between now and maybe mid-term, ability to hold the pencil or grip the pencil, ability to comprehend the passage. Whatever the goal is, let it be something that it's not too big, it's not too bogus, so that it can be easily achieved. So together with your child, depend on the age of your child, depend on the class of your child, you want to set those goals. All right, now another thing you want to do, number 4, is you want to develop study skills. Now, yes, we talked about study habits. Now we're talking about the study skills. Now there are skills your child should learn to be able to help with study, and this includes ability to take notes, to copy notes, note taking, probably from dictation, probably from teaching, to be able to note important or points, and to be able to put them down. It's a skill. Not everybody can do that. Sorry about that. You want to learn skills like summarization. It's a skill. So skills like mind mapping, ability to remember information, ability to put information down even in the mind. All these are study skills that your child needs to learn to be able to improve academic performance. Now, any point that is not clear with you, you can ask question. All right, another strategy you can use to help your child as he or she enters the next class level is you want to improve reading and writing skill. Reading and writing skill. Yes, you want to say, am I a teacher? So how will I be able to do this? You can learn it. You can learn it, and that is why we talk about intentionality. You can learn it. Yes. So how will you be able to improve reading and writing skill? You want to practice with your child regular reading and writing activity. Encouraging your child to read, encouraging your child to write as much as possible. You don't have to be a teacher to be able to do that. You don't need to be a teacher to be able to do that. So help your child to be able to do that. Use age appropriate books. Use age appropriate books to be able to do that. Then you can also maybe depend on the stage your child is, depend on the class your child is. You can also want to use use a class level that is slightly above their level. You may also want to do that. So also you want to in terms of improving their reading and writing, you want to encourage them to journal. Now, one thing I have noted that especially in my generation, I even find it, I struggle with journaling. But you can help your child to write down. You can teach them or train them to write down their thoughts on issues. You can train them to write their perspective on issues. Now you can do this using debates, using share your ideas pattern. You can make it a game where they talk about things, as it comes to them. So you can actually improve reading and writing by practicing it. All right, another thing you can do also is you can introduce topics outside of the school's curriculum. But remember, we're talking about strategies to help your child in the next class level. You can introduce topics that are outside of the curriculum, and that is where this reading also comes in. You can give them books, autobiographies, things that talk about history, outside animals, flowers, whatever it is that they need to read about, they need to write about. Like one of the things I do with my children is, as I give them books to read, I get them to learn the spellings. I get them to write sentences with those spellings that they have learned. So these are some strategies that you can use to improve reading and writing with your child. All right, another thing you can do is you can encourage a growth mindset. Let them know that as they enter into the next class, the things they're going to be learning is going to be expanded. They're going to be meeting new teachers. They're going to be sometimes meeting new classmates, like maybe in schools where they have different sites for primary, for nursery. They may be changing class environment. So you want to prepare their mind to have a growth mindset. So they are not like, it was like, I noticed, especially when I was teaching the nursery classes, you discover that when a child is used to you going to the next class, they'll start crying. They don't want to go to the next class. So you want to teach them, no, you're going to have a new class teacher, you're going to have even new friends, because some friends are going to relocate, other ones are going to come. So let them have a growth mindset. Teach them to embrace challenges. Give them challenging tasks, not something they are always used to. Like what I did for my children, they play with puzzles. They play with puzzles a lot. So for my girls who are 7, they've already been used to building puzzles with 100 and with 200 pieces. So I decided to push up I decided to challenge them by getting them a 500 puzzle piece. To be able to challenge them. So help them to embrace challenge. We're talking about a growth mindset. Then help them also to learn from mistakes, because the truth is we all make mistakes. So they shouldn't be condemned, they shouldn't be crucified for making mistake. So teach them to embrace a growth mindset. Praise their result. If you want them to have a growth mindset, praise their effort rather. Praise their effort, not just their result. So a child is trying his best, but in his result there are red pens in the result, and you say, is it not your mate that is not getting any red pen? You are still getting red pen. No, the child has put in so much effort. Why not praise? I can see that there is still a red pen, but you tried your best and I'm proud of you. Do you think that will motivate your child? Yes, it sure will. It sure will. So encourage a growth mindset by praising the effort and not just the result. All right, and lastly for today, build and encourage a healthy lifestyle. Remember when we're talking about the facts about preparation for the next class level, we talked about nutrition helping your children. So you want to build a healthy lifestyle for your children. You want to help them and guide them, let them know the essence of healthy eating. Let them know the essence of healthy eating. Let them know the essence of sleeping well and sleeping, the given amount of time. Let them know the importance of, being physically active, run around, do exercises, walk when they need to walk, and not always sitting in one place. So physical exercises. So these are some strategies that you can use to help your child transit into the next class level that he is going to. I look forward to having your feedback after going through this video. I hope that you learned a thing or two in this class today. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment on this video on any point or any point that resonates with you. I remain your host, Fortune Wani, the lead coach at Nurture Nest Academy. Do have an amazing day, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.